Welcome back to my corner on the internet. Okay, just came back after changing my jacket. As you clearly saw, before this I filmed, what was it? Top 10 Problematic Influencer Apologies 2020. Yeah. And in there, you probably heard me say it, you probably didn't. Yeah. I said, oh, when I react to Tonti Westbrook's deleted Bye Sister video. I just did the next best thing. Ugh. I did the next best thing, which was because that video was long as hell, right? Right, I looked it up. I looked it up because someone reposted it before it was deleted, right? And it was like 45 minutes long. It took so long to get to the point. So I thought, because thank you to the channel called, was it Eliza, right? I'll link the video in the description or the top, right? Maybe both. That's what I do, mostly both, right? They decided they basically cut it down, right? They cut it down so it's less than 10 minutes. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Because I never watched the video. I watched the video in full, right? But when it first came out, I didn't watch it. I only heard about it because of other channels talking about it. Okay. So I'm just about to pour myself a drink. And I'm going to react to Tonti Westbrook's deleted Bye Sister in less than 10 minutes. Because I thought, oh, this accusation going on, right? I just want to see how the video aged up in 2020. This was 2019, right? Fun fact, me and James Charles share the same birth month and birth year. Even though I'm like 11 years older. 11 years. Okay, I think I've had a little too much to drink before this video, right? 11 days older, I meant to say. Okay, without further ado, I have to get. Go make sure it's filming. Okay.
Power and a fat bank account will change almost anyone.
That's
and if you don't
true.
have people that will tell you to your face that you're doing the wrong things, you will change. And I tried to be that person for you, James. I really tried. I don't think there's any getting through to you, and I don't want to be friends with you. I don't want to be associated with you. And I need to say that very publicly so that this chapter can just...
Well, she suddenly changed her tune a year later, didn't she? Didn't she? Oh, God. I love that.
Okay. This is me having someone that I mentored, someone that I cared for, really not care for me and exhibit that. He contacted me through my DMs, you know, when he was first starting out. He was 17. He was wide-eyed and ready to make it on Instagram and social media, and, you know, he kind of had his YouTube channel going, but not really. You know, I've never screwed him over. I've never publicly humiliated him. I've never done any of that. And a lot of people who are buddy-buddy with him right now have not always had his best interest. They didn't want him to succeed. They saw this new kid coming up, and they're like, no, this is not going to happen. And I was constantly like, you're talented. You've got this. Keep going. What do you need? How can I help you? I had a lot of influence at the time. You know, my channel was much bigger. Come on my channel, do my makeup. You know, we started talking pre-CoverGirl, so we're talking before everything exploded. And I had his back then. I invited him to my wedding. He didn't have money for the flight or hotel, so I paid for that happily. We helped him get into Style Hall back when basically no one wanted to work with him because of his Ebola scandal, and everyone was really afraid that he was very toxic. But once again, you know, we had his back. They got a boutique management around him. They finally taught him how to monetize his videos. He was making $90 a video, and because of me and my husband, he was making $2,500 immediately from a switch being flipped. I've promoted him. I I've supported him. I've put him in so many videos. Every time that I hold up a Morphe item, I always say use code James because I wanted him to make it and make enough money to feel like he had the resources to do what he really wanted to do and make money. I would. If I could give him advice, I did. If he needed a safe landing, I was here. And he went over to my house. It was really, really late at night. And he was super upset. And he's like, and it had to do with his Morphe deal because the percentage they were offering him was not great, to be honest. And at the time, I personally felt that he deserved more. To the public, it didn't really look great. So James was kind of stressed out about that. He hadn't signed his contract, so I negotiated another deal on the side for him that would have given him $1 million the following week with a guarantee and with a higher percentage. Like, it's going to be like the downfall of your career. Don't do it. Like, don't expose the community because you're part of the community. Like, do you think you're better than everyone? Because you're not. I think something that I'm really, really big on is respect. And it was really hard to see the way he was treating Marlena from Makeup Geek. Like, I did not like that. I also don't think that it's cool to publicly shame a woman who paved the way. Get off your high horse and have some respect. You don't have any for the people who are in this industry longer than you, and that's the sad fact. Last phone conversation.
This was my friend. I would not be forgiving him anytime soon.
Telling me about a situation that happened in Seattle at my birthday, and it literally made me want to vomit. Oh my God, you tried to trick a straight man into thinking he's gay yet again, and somehow you're the victim. You know, it's really disgusting to manipulate someone's sexuality, especially when they are still, you know, emerging into adulthood and don't quite have everything figured out.
And there was no receipts to back the statements up as well. Yikes.
You're threatening to ruin them, you're threatening to embarrass them, and you're doing that to have them behave sexually in your favor, even if they're straight. How dare you laugh about it and make meme after meme and retweet and this and that, and I love straight boys, and make it a joke. Because this behavior is not normal, it's not okay. Eye to eye, had enough respect for you and love for you and care for you to
How long's
go
left?
and get some help.
Oh,
I
halfway
told you
through, nearly.
that this was not good and that you could have your career completely destroyed. His parents came to visit, they had dinner over at my house, and they were lovely, and I, you know, you guys
Oh, wow.
loved meeting.
I think I know where this is
I
going.
was shocked. But not his parents. Like, I thought around his parents that he would not behave this way. Like, it was just like, no big deal. Like, sucking dick and cock.
I'm sorry. How did we... Okay. 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 First off, she had... This was 2019. Yeah, I get it. I'm a year, nearly 2 years too late, right? But she had no receipts to back up what she was saying here, right? Right? She had no receipts. Oh, not be funny that, but the video just lost all seriousness when I'm hearing this woman who sort of looks like she conducts herself such class and sophistication, going sucking dick and what? What did she say? Wait, hold on, let me grab that. What did she say? Sucking dick and balls or whatever. Let me hear it.
I was shocked, but not his parents. Like, I thought around his parents that he would not behave this way. Like, it was just like, no big deal. Like, sucking dick and cock. Like, I'm just
Did she say?
oh my
Seriously. Okay, dick and cock, what she said. Right. No joke. The bicycle video, in actual fact, lost all seriousness when she starts going, sucking dick and cock. Whoa, whoa. It's like hearing a nun call someone a cunt. Anyway. Probably the worst comparison? I think so, but yeah. So, more of the story, just... Do not believe something unless there's receipts. Also, that's what they say about magazine articles. Don't believe everything you hear. Anyway,
time and place, and you did it at my birthday dinner, and I made excuses for you then. You were talking detail about things you wanted to do to the waiter. And when I said, James, he's straight, your response was, doesn't matter, I'm a celebrity. So freaking gross. And you said that in front of my family, in front of my childhood friends. I had to call every one of them up the next morning. And
you post this publicly about your friend?
So
yikes.
James Charles's parents left my home. You know, Christy, you grabbed my hand and you said, you know, thank you for looking out for my boys. Like, keep looking out for them. And I have. And, like, I'm handing that back to you. Like, you need to not be on Instagram liking comments and sharing with people that you're disappointed that I'm upset. You need to be not on Instagram. You need to be here in LA because your boys need you. I do also want to tell you guys, you know, add insult to injury, the Sugar Bear hair thing, that was a blatant lie. Like, come on. You went to Coachella, somehow had a security issue, and magically Sugar Bear hair is there with a contract in hand to save the day for you and all of your friends. So when you pair up with my #1 competitor, it's embarrassing to me. Is it going to crush my business? No. But it's embarrassing, and you know that because of things I've had to deal with in the past. You sold out me, but you threw away our friendship, but you lied to me, made up a story, you knew this would be embarrassing for me. No, our relationship is not transactional. I have never asked you for anything in return. You should have walked away. You should have held on to your integrity. You're a phony. I know that now. I know that you're easily bought, that a good time is more important to you than your integrity. Think that that swipe up with a tracking code and hashtag ad that had to stay up for 24 hours, by the way, I think that was planned out, and I'm not good with that. Like, you threw me under the bus. You knew how much it would hurt. I told you, like, I texted you, hey, I'll give you a sponsorship if you want one. Like, don't do this. It will hurt me. And you kept it up for 24 hours. Of course I didn't want to call you back. But then you go and post an apology, and you can't even mention my brand name. Like, I'm not an idiot. I know what contracts look like. I know what the exclusivities look like. And it just smelled rotten to me. And it just was the timing of it all off the heels of me finding out about ways that you've been behaving I don't agree with, for you to lie to me and make me the villain and go around and circulate a story to work on your side, saying that I'm loving the drama because it's improving sales. That's not the case. You're my family. I love you still. This is not about money. Like you guys have to understand, like, I'm freaking afraid of him. Like, he's 19 and I'm afraid of him. Like, that's messed up. He knows a lot of my business detail. He knows a lot of what's around the corner for me and my brand. I've been very open with him. And, you know, he could completely try to retaliate and do weird things. And I guess I have to kind of be prepared for that. I guess that's it. I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for hearing me out and being here with me and for watching and supporting. Alright, I love you guys.
Okay, it's over. I think you should be no surprise right now that a year later, with the backpedal and all that this was all clearly a lie.
It was all a lie. Guys, it was all a lie. She lied.
Okay. Let me say this now. Thank you, is it Eliza? I'm probably saying it. Eliza, right? Sorry if I said your name wrong. Eliza, right? Thank you for making the video less than 10 minutes. Thank you very much, even though I'm a bit like a year too late for that. But it has definitely got me entertained during a hard time in life. Okay. All I can say is, you know what this is all called? It's called karma, because look what's happened now. Now, she came back, broke her silence, backpedaled and everything, left, and I heard she's doing that crystal ball. That's none of my business. I'm only saying what I hear. I'm not out here claiming it's fact. That's all I'm doing is reacting to stuff, drinking, and making out to myself on the internet. Okay, so that's it from me. Me in this one. And I post it whenever I feel like it, and I see you next